Hello everybody. In this video we're going to be covering one of the sections in chapter 5 of our text, molecules and compounds. In this video we're going to discuss how to go from a formula to the name of a molecular compound. So when we have a binary molecular compound of two nonmetals, we're going to start off by first naming the element that appears first in the formula. We're going to use the full name of the element. Then we're going to name the second element in the formula, but we're going to change the ending to "ide" just like we did in the case of the anions. Remember that this does not imply, though, that there are any ions in these. These are not ionically bound species. Then we're going to use a prefix in front of each name to indicate the number of atoms. We're never going to use the prefix mono on the first element. So just like we omitted the subscript 1, we often are going to omit the mono prefix that describes it as 1. So our pattern is going to be prefix, name of the first element, prefix, base name of the second element, but we're going to change the ending to "ide." So what are these prefixes? If it's a 1 subscript, we call it mono. 2 is di, 3 is tri, 4 is tetra, 5 is penta. So you can often think of like a tetrahedron or a tetragon or a pentagon that has 5 sides. Hexa for 6, hepta for 7, and octa for 8. Sometimes you're going to see that if the name that we're attaching this prefix to begins with a vowel, it seems weird to have the A and then a vowel, so we wind up omitting this A here and dropping that. This does go on and on and on, but we only really need to focus on the first 8. So let's go through an example and see if we can name this guy here BF subscript 3. First question, is it one of our common exceptions? Nope. Then we're going to identify the major class. We have 2 nonmetals here, so we have a molecular compound. Then we identify the subclass. There are 2 different elements, so we have a binary molecular. First, we're going to name the first element. It is boron. Then we're going to name the second element. It is fluorine, but we replace the ending with the "ide." We can add prefixes to name the indicated subscript, so it would be monoboron trifluoride. But in practice, we're going to drop the mono and just call it boron trifluoride. Now for a bit of practice, let's see if we can name these compounds. We have NO2, PCl5, and I2F7. Take a moment and see if you guys can come up with names for these guys. NO2 would be nitrogen dioxide. PCl is phosphorus pentachloride. And I2F7 would be diiodide heptafluoride. And don't let it sway you that you have the 2 I's there. That is the correct way to write that.